What do we got? What do we got? We still got quite a few spots to fill, but I feel like our pick's gonna break before we get there. So, which is okay. I know I got enough iron to make at least another pick or two. How much iron did I get? 11. Oh, I can make 3 more picks. Make 3 more picks and maybe a couple shovels. If I actually do find diamond, I will probably not mine it and quick zap on home and grab my fortune pick because diamonds are pretty rare and I want them. It's actually weird because I know this world's been around for a while, so it's almost odd to find space that hasn't been like gutted. You know? Like, I don't know, I guess, I mean, Minecraft is just immense, but this world does have limits, like, you can't go past a certain space. It's pretty immense, like, it's still pretty big. It just, for me, it's still weird to see a finite world that isn't already just completely mined out of resources, because there's so many people on. I mean, I think there's over 600 people probably whitelisted. That doesn't mean that all 600 are playing consistently. A lot of those people are, you know, they played a couple times and aren't very active all the time. And you got people like me who are very casual about it and hop on when I have time. I'll do some streaming, things like that. You got other people who are fucking hardcore, and this is their main server. This is all they do. So I'd be on this one more if this wasn't my only server. But this is one of a couple right now. So that was my last pick. Okay, that's okay. Let's drop that, and we will go /home. There we be. Alright, let's get some of this smelting. And then I can actually start smelting some cobble too, and just might as well just get it going. I have enough furnaces. Where do I have all my charcoal? I want to use my charcoal before my coal. Yeah, there it is. I know I had quite a bit. Alright. It's going, right? Yeah, it's going. Okay. I don't have these locked, but they're in the floor, but you can see them from underneath. So, I don't know. I guess I'm not too bent out of it. I'm not too super concerned about people coming in and, like, jacking my stone and stuff. God, if people did that, that's kind of skeevy, isn't it? Like, that's just not cool. Again, I have so much, I'm just not super concerned about if I waste a little coal, you know? Let's get some gold bone, too. And that's everything I can be smelting. Otherwise, I'm just gonna dump stuff. Oh, I had another shovel. Herp? Derp. Ooh, there's more iron here, actually. Let's add that to... I didn't realize I had unsmelted iron. Where was iron? It was... not that one, not that one. This one? Yeah. There. That should do it. And then... Cool. I don't think I have anything else, though. Oh, I have some cobble I guess I could throw in, too. I really should pay more attention, I guess. Let's grab this crafting table and take it with us. One of these was low on stuff, so let's just top it off. That way I don't waste any coal if I can avoid it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, I say. And this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Wait, 7? No, that's probably enough. Alright, let's, I don't want to go back without at least 2 picks. It's kind of a waste. So I need to wait for some of that iron to finish smelting. Headphones give me a headache. Probably not good, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so I got a crafting table with me now. I got plenty of sticks, I think. Grab some arrows. Actually, I don't think I'll ever run out of arrows. I got a ton from another player when I first joined the server. I just joined, and I was asking people how much people were selling like feathers for, because I had a decent amount of flint. And they were like, oh, why? Why do you need feathers? It's like, well, I need arrows. I don't really have any, and I don't have, like, infinity on my bow or anything. And someone was like, here, teleport to me. And I'm like, okay. And I teleported to them thinking I was going to get some kind of deal for feathers. And they said, oh, yeah, here, go in this chest. And I look, and there's, like, 20 stacks of arrows. And they're just like, yeah, just take them all. I'm like, what? Yeah, just take them all. I have infinity on my bow now. I'll never need them. Like, are you kidding me? So, yeah, I have, like, lots of arrows and lots of flint. I still don't have feathers. But, that's okay. Alright, oh, look at all that. I am so happy with that. Very cool. Let's craft up some stuff. 1, 2, let's do 3. And another shovel. I think that'll get me somewhere. I can actually keep a little bit of that with me. Grab that out. That gold was already done. All that's left in there is that stuff. Okay. I think I'm good. Let's go back. Alright, so /back. Aha! Let me continue mining. Actually, it's not a bad idea to stop by an enchanting table and throw like maybe 10 levels on one of these things or something, see if I can get like unbreaking. I don't know. On my other server, I don't dump levels on things unless I'm at 30. I just don't bother. But this server, the mobs aren't nearly as, like, you can't get nearly as many. Everything's lit really well in all the populated areas, so you have to go out to bumfuck Egypt to kill anything. So it's XP is a little harder to come by. So on this server, I'm a little more willing to dump like 10 levels at a time instead of 30 because I just don't get them enough to warrant doing 30 at a time. I also heard they're making some changes to XP as well. And the way enchanting works with 1.8, which I guess is coming soon. I don't know. I've heard it's basically wrapping up all the snapshots, and we should be seeing it within a month, I think, if not less. I'm not really sure, though. Ah! Hello. Glad I wasn't standing under that. I'm assuming these two will drop that as well, so let's just do that, and... but yeah, there's some pretty big changes coming to XP and XP and the way enchanting works. So some of them are good, some of them are not so good, I guess. I don't know. I think they're trying to balance it more, but honestly, like what we're gaining from it, I don't think is worth what we'd be losing. Because what is it now? It's going to cost lapis to do an enchant. So they're giving lapis an actual purpose now other than being blue dye, which I'm okay with. I mean, I think everything should have like an actual functional purpose other than just being a dye like that, unless it literally is a dye. Like, this is something you actually have to go mining for and find, and all it serves its purpose as is it's blue food coloring, you know, kind of like that. That always kind of bugs me. So I'm okay with the lapis needing to be now like an extra region for that. But one of the things I'm not okay with is, because they're like, all right, well, since we're asking for this extra kind of requirement to do all this enchanting, we want to give you guys something to compensate for that. So what they're doing now is you get, you know, you still get your options for enchanting at the different levels and stuff, but they'll actually kind of give you a hint, like, this is about kind of what you could be looking for. So let's say, like, it might be something along the lines of, like looting 3 or maybe unbreaking 3 or efficiency 4. So they give you a kind of hint to that, saying you're looking at something in that ballpark, that kind of area. And I think, well, that's kind of cool. You get like a more, um, a little bit less guesswork in what you're going to get. So maybe you won't have to dump as many enchants onto books because you can actually see, well, I'll probably get this if I do this, so that's okay. Let's just put it directly on my pick. The biggest negative with this is because they put that in. Now, when you go to enchant, I did do that. That was dumb. Now, when you go to enchant, if you don't like the enchant options, you can't just take whatever you have out and replace it and put it back in and have the enchants reset. Once you place something in, the enchants will go there until you use them. So, if you throw in a pick and they say this is going to be unbreaking, this will probably be something like efficiency, and this will be something like yada yada yada, and you really wanted to shoot for looting, you can't just pull the pick out and put it back in and hope they reset. They don't work that way anymore. So once the 3 are set for that item, that's what it's going to be until you do an enchant. Once you do an enchant, they'll reset. But up before that, nope, that's what you get to deal with. So I'm sorry, but if the enchants just kind of blow, that's what you're stuck with. That kind of sucks. And that's probably bound to your character, not the tables. So I'm sure that even if I went to a different enchanting table, it would probably still be stuck that way. I don't know. Maybe this is our way of just kind of controlling it a little more, and people aren't abusing the system. Welcome Duckshine to the server. That's an interesting name. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the way that's going to work now. But the other thing is, and I guess this is to compensate for the fact that it's just kind of almost too easy to get XP right now. So they're making it harder to get XP. I haven't seen exact numbers as to how it's going to be more difficult, but they said it's going to be back to as difficult as it was before 1.3. And in 1.3, they put in a ton of stuff to make it easier to get XP, like the fact that you can get XP from smelting, and you can get XP from, I forget, you get it from mining things other than diamonds and coal. I don't know, you couldn't even get it from coal to begin with. That was when they added. I don't think they're removing the XP you get from them, but I think the XP amounts are getting nerfed to all hell. So your main focus XP needs to become killing monsters again, which I think that was really stupid on their part, honestly. I think the fact that it was versatile and you could actually go through many different methods, yeah, you'd have the people that would abuse it, and they'd go through and they would do all of the methods and farm up 30 XP in 5 minutes because they go through and everything. But that is kind of a shitty deal for the players who honestly play the game not to be a warrior. They play a game because they like building stuff, and they'd rather start a little farm and not really go super crazy on killing this and that, So when they added that in, I was like, that's awesome, because I personally, I don't always play my games all the same, and if I want to run a game where I just, I farm and I have animals and I smelt what I have when I can, but most of the stuff I do is just building, I really like the fact that I could still function the game and get enchants that I wanted just from that. But the fact they're lowering the XP, it kind of screws that up. So I guess I'm not going to, just lay down too much judgment until I experience it, because again, I'm just, this is what I've read of what they're doing from snapshots and stuff, but until I see it in action, it's going to be tough for me to make a call on whether that's actually a complete game breaker for me. It's one of those things where regardless of how they do it, it's not like I'm going to not play anymore. It's just going to piss me off. They got us kind of wrapped around their little fingers that way. Yes, give me all your things. Yes. There you go, more redstone. See, the lovely XP I'm getting from this redstone will probably be decreased. space. I think I'm going to call it pretty soon, partially just because my headphones are giving me a crazy... we won't update if they kill it. Well, we need to update for all the other stuff they're adding, though. Like, we can't just, like, pick and choose what we want from the update, though. Because there's a ton of stuff in 1.8 that we are going to want, so... Including, like, new blocks and shit. Like, there's... what is it, granite? Is that what they're adding? Like, tons of different granite and, like, marble you can make. So there's new block types. As well as the speed increases to the rail, which I think are going to be awesome. So it's kind of like, here's some stuff we're taking away, but here's all the things we're giving you. It's just like, god damn it. Mojang owns us. They're adding in a new mob, too. I saw that. They're adding this little, like, ender worm thing. I forget what they're called. I suppose you can always make plugins. You can always go in and actually edit, too. With the bucket server we have, you can edit how much XP comes from everything. Whoa, hello. I've gravel to deal with you. Oh, wow, that's kind of deep. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, you can always make plugins to tweak how much XP you get from this and that and this and that, so. Balls. Okay, I hit like a lava existence here, so I'm thinking we're going to turn. Let's take a 90 and maybe just go this way. Yeah, that sucks. I hate having to turn. It sucks. There was lava right here, so I feel like if I start moving this way, I'm going to hit it more. This is not exactly low lava either. That's 4 deep. How far where does this go? This might be the edge of a pool. Okay. I guess we'll make sure this is 9 wide as well. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I hear lava. I'm hoping not like walk right into it. But yeah, 1.8 has a lot of interesting things. I'm actually excited for some of the commands too, and some of the creative stuff because, like, what is it? We've had issues with our villagers dying in different spots, but I don't like... And the thing is, these villagers don't necessarily need to be interactable. They're just kind of there because, I mean, it's kind of cool to have a receptionist at the bank. You know, you want a bank teller, why not? But we have to protect them, so we have to put glass up, and it looks kind of crappy. And I don't know. I'd rather have more of just like an open space there. So one of the nice things they're adding in with this new patch too is those barrier blocks. So it's basically invisible wall, and the only way you can do anything with them is if you're in creative. So otherwise, yeah, it just puts up invisible wall. So I can always make up just these invisible kind of openings so you can see these villagers and all that jazz and all that. But you don't have to worry about any kind of mobs causing any damage to them as well as any players. So actually having the barrier blocks there might actually break line of sight too. I'm not sure how they work. I think if like you're on the side of the barrier block and so is a creeper on the other side, like I think he would still track to you. I just don't think he could like blow up because it'd be the same as if there was like a window there or something, I would think. I'm not sure. I don't know the full mechanics of it. I just know that the only way you can really see exactly where they are other than running into them or do anything with them is in creative mode. So I'm hoping it doesn't break our server too much with that kind of stuff. I don't think it will, honestly. But some of the new commands are going to be really nice to have. Like there's the new like fill command and things, so I can actually go through and set in a command to fill like a certain amount of block space. So if I want to put up an invisible wall around our kind of area that we've allotted for people, it'll be easy enough for me to put in a barrier block, put in barrier blocks as a wall just around that using a command instead of having to place them all. So that's one of the few things. I know right now you can only lay down, I think it's 4,000 blocks at a time, which seems like a lot, but if you're doing a wall that has to go from bedrock all the way up to like build height, or at least up like 30 or 40 blocks, you know, so people are a little less deterred to hop over it. I mean, you're looking at having to build a 5,000 block long wall that is probably, I don't know, it'd have to be at least 150 high. So, and our borders are 10,000 long. So we'd have to do a command block that does, I don't know, I mean, I could make all the command blocks and then do it in one shot easily enough, but it's just going to take some time. But it's easier than placing 4,000 blocks than just putting in a thing that does it for you. So it's definitely worth having, and it'll be a lot nicer to do, because I can set in a command to do, if anything, I'll just do one strip of 4,000 blocks, and then just take the command block and tweak it to do the next strip, and then just do it again, and I'm going to have to do that block 100 times, and then move where it's putting them, and then do 100 more with those strips and things like that. So yes, it's a little bit of a headache, but it will be worth it once I'm all done with it. So if I don't want to do it all at once, I'll probably do like one wall in one shot, and then come back and do another one later. And it's nice because you can actually, you're filling the space with, like if you're filling with barrier blocks, all it does is replace what's there. So whether there's water, or whether there's lava or other blocks, or I mean even bedrock, you know, like obsidian, anything, it doesn't matter. If you use that fill command, it'll work fine. It'll just replace all that. So I think there's a replace command too, actually. You can like replace all of one kind of block in one space you've dictated with another. So I know it's actually a little buggy too if you it actually kind of works with the physics of the game, so which isn't I guess buggy, it's just kind of interesting. You can actually go through, and if you fill a pool, like let's say you make an empty box, you know, you make like this empty hole, then use the fill command to fill it with water, so every single thing is a water source block. It'll just look like a pool. But then if you go through and fill the exact same space with lava, it'll actually replace, I think it'll go over it and it'll actually turn it all to obsidian, which is interesting because it kind of works with the physics, but it doesn't quite work the way that I think the command is supposed to. I don't know if they were going to fix that, because I know I've seen it happen. But yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to fix that or what. It's definitely interesting to see something like that, though. It's like, funny. Our last pick is about to go, so I think after that's done, I think we're going to call that there. Let's just grab this redstone. Bad. Cool. Okay, we're almost out. Maybe one more. There we go. Alright. Oh, I should have grabbed this stuff. Damn. Someone else can grab it. Yeah, hopefully they won't. Well, you know what? I have a crafting table. Let's just make another pick quick. And I don't know if we're going to use it up, but let's just get the redstone at least. I just don't want anyone else to jack all this redstone. I'm not huge into redstone builds or anything, but I like the XP you get from redstone for sure. And I I'm trying to do more with redstone. I'm trying to learn, so. I think this is it. Okay. Let's pick that back up. And, I don't know, should we fill this in with, like, gravel? I guess, yeah, I have plenty of gravel. I don't like holes in the floor. It drives me nuts. Cool. Okay. That's that. Let's head home. And I remember easily how to get here, so I don't have to, like, worry about having to slash back or anything. Let's dump the iron we have. In there, we can get this all smelted, or we can get it going at least. And all these chests. The nice thing about a lot of people playing is I don't have to worry about being on for this necessarily, because this chunk will probably stay loaded. So, I don't know, let's just dump the coal. I don't want to use that. I don't need any of the redstone on me. Let's grab charcoal. I don't need the crafting table. I don't need the gravel. And then we'll just get going with this. I'm actually going to take all this stuff out. Never mind. Maybe this chunk wasn't loaded, because I figured all this would be done. Alright, well, let's just start with the empty ones. Okay, this is simple enough to do. That's why I like having plenty of furnaces. I don't have to wait for others. I can just get more stuff going. Whoa, that's backwards. I think I probably made too many stacks of 8, but that's okay. Almost done, actually. I don't leave a lot of stuff in these furnaces because they are accessible to anyone. So, I don't really need 2, 4, 5, I think should be plenty there. I don't really need to leave anything in them, just, you know. I don't want people jacking stuff. It's not cool. Okay, so that's all going to go. Just put all this back inside this lovely chest, which is now full. Simple enough. Okay, cool. We got all that going. So yeah, plan for next time is to take all this cobblestone we've accumulated, and we'll take it off to the nether and keep working on that nether place that we're working on, that kind of safe haven once you come in, and then, yeah. So I think that's a solid plan, hopefully. I'm glad I got to hop on the server and stream for a while, because I haven't been on this one for quite some time, so. I've been doing a lot of the private server. So, I think that's good. Let's call it there. Thank you for, watching, and I'll check you later.